When was the first time you played slap battles? Well, for most of you, you probably started in either 2022 or 2023, while some of you probably started more recently, and a very few of you probably started playing in the early days of slap battles all the way back in 2021. But the real question is, what do you consider the old days of slap battles? Is it when you started playing? Was it before, or was it after? Well, most people think that the old days are when we had the most fun in slap battles, and I can agree, but in my opinion, I think mid-2022 were the old days of slap battles because there was enough gloves to where you weren't becoming bored of the same 20 gloves, but not enough to where it was complete chaos. But now in 2024, things have changed a lot. So what happened? How did slap battles go from being a simple humorous game to a complex modernized game, and is there any way Tencel can bring back OG slap battles? Well, this is the real reason why we miss old slap battles. When Slap Battles was first created, Tencel had nothing of a dev team, and so Slap Battles was a very buggy and basic game for the sake of Tencel's programming knowledge. Not only that, but with a good sense of humor, Tencel added multiple gloves based off of memes or funny concepts. For example, the Dream Glove, based off of former Minecraft speedrunner Dream. But now in 2025, things have changed. For example, the UI had gone through over 5 changes since January of 2022 and even introduced 3 new buttons, one being the daily rewards button, one being the inventory, and one being a button to insert codes. Although this isn't a significant change, it's definitely a difference from what we had back in 2022, but something that is a lot more significant are the gloves. Back in 2022, we had gloves that were a lot simpler. For example, Dream, which gave the player a speed buff and was based off of the Minecraft YouTuber Dream, and the Adios glove, which teleports you to a different part of the map and was based off the Adios meme, and the Diamond glove, which turned you into an immobile rock, a useless but hilarious glove. There's a lot more that I'm not going to go into depth about due to time purposes, but I think you get the point. Meanwhile, in 2025, a lot of the gloves are so complex to the point where many players, including myself, don't even understand how to use them. Along with this are starter gloves such as Dream, Cheeky, and others. Back then, when I joined slap battles for the first time, I remember getting a kick out of these gloves because they were easy to understand and very funny, but now, reimagining myself as a beginner in 2025, I wouldn't quite feel the same joy unlocking gloves such as Speedrun and MR for the first time. I also thought it was worth mentioning the glove banners. Back then, glove banners were usually single-colored banners or stolen images since Tencel wasn't too great at designing his own banners. This gave a very young vibe to slap battles since it didn't yet have an artist. However, nowadays it seems like pretty much every banner is always drawn and no longer gives that young vibe to slap battles, not to mention older banners such as the Halajack banner being replaced with a newer, more modern banner which kills the nostalgic vibe of not only the banner but the entire glove. I swear, if the thick banner ever gets replaced, I think I'm gonna quit slap battles.